My name's Shade Sarton, and I play bass in Fresh Nollies. Fresh Nollies was the first band that since I was 16, that I ever started. You know, and I'd been playing for years with other people, like playing in bands with friends and stuff, and I would always I was a guitar player originally, and then I moved to San Francisco and I met Kelly Stoltz, and I started playing. He needed a bass player, so I was like, maybe it's time to make a switch, you know. And bass has always been my favorite instrument, so I made the switch, got a bass, and played with him for years, played with a bunch of other people, Cite, Sky Green Leopards, Kelly. I played in so many bands, but the Fresh and Onlys was kind of a point where I was like, okay, I'm ready to like start a band and like actually like try writing songs with Tim, you know, who was, you know, a great songwriter, but he felt like somebody I could actually collaborate with, you know, and he was able to like take ideas I had, like songs, and because I can't write a song, I'm not a songwriter. But I would be like, hey Tim, you know, what do you think of this? And he would immediately like turn it into a song. So that was kind of like how Fresh and Only started. I started touring in the mid-90s, and it was in some ways a lot easier, you know, but you know, just that tour muscle you get with not just like the physical part of playing, but the tour muscle of like dealing with these other personalities, these three other personalities constantly, attitudes, all that sort of emotional maturity stuff, you know, kind of makes you be like, and you play with a lot of bands and you hear a lot of stuff, and you just kind of get to a point where you're like, you know what, this is what we do and this is how we want to do it. Like, I don't really care about like, you know, trying to do this thing or that thing with the record. It was just, let's do what we do. And, you know, we toured really hard for 3 years, you know, like last year we toured like 9 months or something, you know, which for a bunch of poor dudes that's a lot of touring, you know. Yeah, I mean, we definitely can't make a living off of doing this, you know? I mean, I wish we could. You know, we can certainly make a living out here doing it and, you know, feed ourselves and get to the next place without too much stress. But, you know, last night my amp blew up. I had to find a guy on Craigslist who actually had the same amp I had, which is really rare. And I had to, you know, go and buy a new amp. So now at the end of the tour, I'm probably not going to get paid, you know? I'll go home and I'll probably have to sell even more of my records and pay my rent. You know what I mean? But what the hell am I going to do? Not have an amp for a tour? You know, you just don't make money doing this. You know, and it's fine. I mean, you know, when I first started playing in bands and stuff, I never dreamed in a million years that I'd be allowed to do it, and I certainly never thought that I would get paid for doing it. So, but it's a shame, you know, because one of the horrible things is these days people feel like music should be free, and I don't entirely disagree with that, but like when it comes to like music being free, I say, well then hell, go make it yourself. That's free. If you want to, you know, pull me out on the road, or you know, I got to do all this stuff and pay to make music for you to get for free, I gotta say I think that's bullshit, you know, because like I have to pay to make music, and if you're not paying anything, then I'm just paying you to listen to my music, you know, and that seems silly to me.
Our brother was a diamond cutter in that mine. Our sister was the stone that built the bridge. I wouldn't want to feel that we are something we are not. We are puppets and our bodies are painted on, and that water's gonna wash over us. Our mother was a miner's daughter of the town of sin. Our father was the stone that built the bridge. I wouldn't want for you to feel you're something you're not. You're a puppet and your body is painted on, and that water's gonna wash all of us. When that water comes to wash over us, wash over
Everyone always says like, well, you know, you guys seem to have like softened up or like gotten, you know, more pop, and you know, everyone's like, oh, this record's so romantic, and it's like the first line of the first record is Feelings in My Heart or Painted Flowers. You couldn't get any more fluffy than that, to me. But I think that it was just a level of confidence that we had in being able to sort of do these, come across these ideas and actually make them happen that we did with the new record. Like where before we were afraid to flirt with trying to do things sonically similar to like the Go-Betweens or the Smiths because, everyone knows this is this punk band, And it was the first time we were able to like do it with a level of confidence that made it make sense, and the approach to the record was just to try to not make it sound like it was recorded in a day or, sound like it was recorded in a bedroom or sound like just this one idea over and over again. And I think that you can really hear that on the record. Every song has an entirely different approach, not just sonically, but like lyrically and melodically. They're all very different.
Thanks for sticking around so late. I don't wanna be a fool anymore and walk into another glass door, into a window that I'm thinking there is open wide. I don't wanna be a fool anymore and fall into another trap door, into a prison where betrayals pay the ultimate price. Take a reason to roar. No, I would never want to take sides. I don't want to be a fool anymore. I should have been here when this poison was poured, but I keep looking at the door and it's open wide. I don't want to be a fool anymore. I
great night. Drive safe.